Welcome Transformationists, this is Brian Goudet, California Yoga Company. I'm here, we're going to talk a little bit about safety and how to move on and off your total gym. I have here a gravity training system. This is more the commercial model, but if you have one, I highly recommend them. The commercial models are great, but there's a lot more you can do on a gravity training system, but you can still do everything with the exception of about 50 or 60 exercises. So first off, we have your glide board. Glide board is what you're going to be using to lay on, sit on, squat on, and move on. You notice it goes up and down and bangs at the bottom. So we don't want that bang whenever you're on it, so when you're mounting it, make sure you straddle the glide board, grab the bottom of it, sit to the bottom, especially if we're doing squats, and then lay back, one foot up, and then the other. And then you're in a position to move around safely without the glide board moving around. We can do simple squats, we can do butt lifts, we can do a variety of exercises this way. Now when mounting, no matter what you do getting off here, you want to come up, feet on either side, never putting the legs between the rails. Hold the board, let it slide down. We have your squat stand. On the gravity training system, it does have a feature where it has multiple sizes or heights that you can use for your squats. If not, don't worry about it, you can still squat. When you remove, remember to never lift from your back. You want to squat down, remove the glide board or the squat stand, put it to the side safely. Next we have the cable system. The cable system is your pulley system where you're going to do most of your weight lifting, and this little carabiner just connects to your glide board. Notice as we pull the pulleys, it goes up and down, right? So we always have control. When getting on your back or facing away from the tower, once again we straddle, we use the cables to pull it to where we want, sit down, lay back, and then we're in a good position to do whichever exercise we're going to do for the routine, right? When sitting up, again, we want to sit up, stand up, get off of it. Again, never putting your legs between the rails, because as you see, it can hit you and cause injury if you're not careful. One of the few ways you can actually really injure yourself on the machine. When mounting, facing the tower at all times, if we're ever going to be kneeling, if you're ever going to be in a situation where we're going to be facing the tower, getting on our knees, squatting, standing on it, we want to always knuckle down. Now notice as I knuckle down, that's not going anywhere. So I can get down on it, kneel down, and do whatever set we're going to go with. Right? Same thing as I get off, always knuckling down and coming off. Now if you have a gravity training system and you haven't upgraded your glide board, I highly recommend it because for twisting rotational exercises is the best. Again, we're going to knuckle down, grab on so that everything is stable, and then we can do whichever exercise we want to work on. Right? But I'm safe. When I get off, same thing. Knuckle down so it's not moving on me, off the glide board and stand up. Next, for the gravity training system, we have a lap bar system, which is going to look a little different than your home version. Well, most of the home versions have an attachment that comes right on it. No big deal. All you need to know is that when you put it down, you get the pulley system out of the way and disconnect it from the glide board. There's usually a little hook on the back of the towers for the carabiner, and same thing. There we go. When mounting for any kind of pull-up stuff, again we straddle, bring it forward, and then just do whichever version that we're going to do for the sets and reps that we do. Now coming off, again, straddle, feet on the ground. Push yourself up. Notice we're stable. My legs are not in between the rails, and we get off. The raising and lowering of your incline. Now, depending on which model you have, there's going to be different ways to do that. for the gravity training systems. The older ones, they have a little, you have to lean them forward a little bit and pull. The new ones have this great latch system that I pull here, pull the lift, and it goes down on its own. And also, remember, when you're lifting up and down, don't bend over from your low back and do it. Squat down, lift from your legs, and you got it. Lastly, oh no, not lastly, you can still have our foot attachments. Now, there are some that are attached, like the gravity training system I have here. There are some that you have to put in, but what's important, again, is getting to, on and off of it, we pull it forward, straddle, keep a grip on it so I'm not moving around, one leg through, other leg through, and then you may need to scoot back a little bit, and then you just lay back, and you do whichever version that we're going to be working for the exercise. Dismounting. Pull yourself forward, grab it, feet off, slide down. Now, lastly, for those of you who have long hair, if it's more than ear length, and you can put it in a ponytail. If it's longer than your neckline, you're going to want to put it in a bun. For the simple reason that the glide board is on a rail system, and you don't want your hair getting caught in the wheel track, it's horribly painful. And again, one of the few ways you can actually really hurt yourself on the gravity training system or Total Gym. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Very simple machine, very effective machine. Hope to see you guys soon on Facebook.